Every time I ask you, you never want to go.
No, Frankie.
You're a walking contradiction.
I'm not a walking
contradiction. You just told me you want to be by yourself.
Can I finish? I want to remarry my ex-husband, Frankie.
I've already paid for 2 divorces from Gwen. There's no way I'm marrying her again. When I first met Gwen, I believe she was my soulmate. I loved her a lot.
When we got married, I don't think I was in love with him. Things happened so fast. We got pregnant. We talked about it. 2 weeks later, we went ahead and the whole married thing happened. We had been married only 10 months when we got separated for the first time. I found out that he had been speaking to another young lady on his phone numerous times, like at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. When I confronted him, of course he denied it. I know these papers are in here somewhere. We've told each other that we don't trust each other.
Gwen goes through my papers. Gwen goes through my phone. Gwen goes through my bank records.
He moved in with his mother. He filed for a divorce.
Gwen had suggested to me to live together as roommates. I told her she's going to be with me, we're going to be married, so we stopped the divorce.
You know, the way that, it's not, how is that my fault?
Me and Gwen argue almost every other day.
When we're arguing or when I tell him how I'm feeling or what I'm hurting or what I'm going through, he's usually very short. I need to look into it and use
You don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. So I go, Frankie, I need to talk to you. I need for you to listen to me. And, you know, he starts walking away, rolling his eyes, you know, calling me names. I'm just stupid.
I cheated on Gwen, but she cheated on me too. Me and Gwen have a 3-year-old son named Aiden, who was my first child, and I believed that he was mine when he was born. After hearing all these people saying it wasn't my child, I started to doubt it myself. So one day when Gwen dropped him off and then did a DNA test on him and got the results back, and you're like, you're not the father.
I was more in shock and more in denial. He was the last person that I wanted to hurt, and I hurt him.
I was a dummy for raising a child that wasn't mine. You want that cookie? Hey. A week after I took the DNA test, I filed for divorce.
The whole time that Frankie and I have been together, I honestly believe that he had more than one mistress behind my back. A gentleman pulled up in my driveway, and he asked me if I was Frankie's wife, and I go, yeah. He's like, I just want to let you know that Frankie and my wife have been messing around.
So Gwen believes him and confronts me, but I said, I'm not seeing her. I don't want to be with her.
They were intimate with each other. It only lasted 2, 3 days.
What are you getting upset for?
I'm not upset, Frankie. I don't think Frankie's cheating on me now. I have my doubts. He still introduces me as his wife. I introduce him as my husband. I would like Dr. Phil to tell Frankie that I would like to get remarried. I think we both deserve a second chance and do it right the second time.
Gwen is crazy. She thinks we're going to get married again. What's so hard about your schedule?
It's not hard, Frankie. It's just that I don't have time for myself. You do.
Okay, so you're currently not married?
No, we're currently not married.
Okay, you were married and then you got a divorce. Did the actual first divorce go through?
No.
No, I didn't.
But you paid for it, you did everything.
Yeah, I paid for it.
Yeah, you just didn't actually complete it.
That's correct.
You didn't connect the last dot.
That's correct.
Okay, and so all that went away, and then you had to start the process over again. And so now you are divorced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and you want to get married again.
Well, we had spoken about it before. I thought it was a mutual thing because I remember he brought it up that, you know, we get married again, we'll just do it right through the Catholic Church. And I go, you know, that sounds good to me. If we ever get remarried, we'll just do it right the second time. We'll go through the whole church, you know, the whole family, the way it's supposed to, you know, be done, the way it's usually tradition. And, you know, like I said, we've spoken about it. We went to church 3 weeks ago because of the boys, the baptismal. Yeah. And, well, I brought up the preparations to the father. Basically, what do you have to go through to get married, in the Catholic Church? And I saw his reaction in his face, you know, this ugly look, like looking at me like, what are you doing?
What was your reaction? I mean,
I was caught off guard because she never spoke to me about it, talking to him about it. We had spoken about it, but she came out of the blue and just brought it up to him without talking to me about it first.
do you want to be married to her?
Not until she gets help. She's crazy.
Crazy how?
I don't want to pay for another divorce. I want her to get counseling, get fixed in the head, and then we'll talk about getting married.
What's wrong with her in the head?
She doesn't have a realistic vision of life and what's the expectations of a husband and a family. She lives in this fantasy world that her childhood has given her.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.